Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Aldrich, this is my dog Maple, and I'm in my third year of teaching at Hidden Oaks Middle School in Prior Lake, Minnesota. I mostly teach 6th grade and 8th grade. Next year I'll also teach a course at the high school as well. Every year I tend to have a few heritage learners in my classes, and I try focusing on reading and writing with them. But to be honest, I really connected with the question that Nagano posed in his research study, which was how do we incorporate heritage learners in the classroom when they have different needs from our students who are learning Spanish for the first time. So I'm looking forward to this course and hopefully answering that question and bringing some tools back to my classroom. Really during my teaching program, we briefly talked about heritage learners, but we didn't talk about ways that we could incorporate them into classes, especially in classes like level 1 and level 2, which is what I teach. Most students, like was talked about in the introduction video that we watched, assume that Spanish class is going to be an easy A for them. And with speaking and listening, it definitely is for the students that I've had at least, but with we do a class novel in all of our levels, and so my heritage learners tend to struggle once we start doing our class novel and they have to write summaries and things like that. At my school we don't have a heritage language program yet. Next year there will be an immersion program that we're implementing, and some heritage speakers I would assume are going to opt into that. But definitely as early as 6th grade, we're already pushing our students to think about career opportunities that they might have and how knowing 2 languages will make them more competitive in the job market. And the articles by Lehman and Pasquale both touched on this as well. My other kind of experience with heritage learners is that my significant other uses his heritage language every day at his job. And we were watching the video together, and he agreed that English has definitely become his dominant language. And we were both fascinated by the first in, last out hypothesis and a lot of the patterns that the researcher was talking about in the video he follows. But then there were some that he deviates from, like the researcher talked about how some students in middle school, they're going to start speaking English at home with their parents who are still speaking the heritage language with them. Steven's always spoken Spanish at home with his parents, and he never tried switching to English. And then another pattern he doesn't follow is that he prefers reading in Spanish over English, actually. So I think it's important thinking about our students in classes is that, well, it's important to remember that our heritage learners might follow some patterns. They're also unique human beings, and so I'm excited to learn how I can support those unique students in my classes. So thanks for listening. It's nice to meet you all. Bye.